Well, I'm officially sick, so I'm sorry this review is gonna sound like crap. Let's go. Yo, what is up, Crocs and Clan members, Poker fans, and others who are some upon this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today we're here to talk about episode 59 of X and Y English Dub, which was the aforementioned date episode. Now, I hadn't seen this episode, and I didn't care. I mean, honestly, I didn't expect it to be anything when I first heard about it. And that's what it was. It was completely nothing. People were freaking out about this being a date episode when it was really no date at all. In fact, the only one that thought it was a date was Serena. And if that was a date that only lasted like 5 minutes, that's not a date at all. Because literally, okay, let's get started with the beginning of the episode. The gang is in Townsville. Because remember, Serena still has a showcase to do. Ramos explains to them about this giant tree, right? That's the giant tree we saw, and how there's a festival to commemorate, the bonds of Pokemon and the trainers. And what they do is that the trainers get presents for the Pokemon, and then they give it to them because of the legend that friendship and shit. If you give your Pokemon a present at the tree at midnight, I think it was at midnight. I don't remember. Anyways, the point is the festival that the whole city is involved in. Like this is a yearly thing that they all do. It's fun. It's fun. It's a nice way to give back to Pokemon. They do a lot of stuff for us. So it's kind of like nicely. I mean, you should be giving back to your Pokemon every day, but like this is just like a nice way to celebrate, which is always cool. I love when they do these things where it's like kind of giving back to the Pokemon because. I mean, Pokemon do so much for humans, It's kind of fair to give something back, So, they decide, they're going to get some presents. They're going to do some things. So, Ash is going to buy some things. Now, Serena comes up with the idea that there's this basically shopping district that they can go to do their stuff. Clement is going to make his invention. He's going to make an invention as his present. And then Bonnie decides to stay back so she could take care of everybody's Pokemon because Ash wants it to be a secret, right? He doesn't want them to see what it is. Ash and Serena are now going over to the shopping district while Clement and Bonnie stay in the Pokemon Center. And we're good. Well, that's what we got. And we're now on the monorail. They're doing their thing, watching everything. Serena is googly eyes on Ash, thinking, hey, this is a date. Unfortunately, Ash can't decide what to buy, and then he basically just splits off from her. He just leaves and goes somewhere else. And she's like, okay, so he's over there searching for stuff, and she's looking at things. First off, she actually was looking for her own thing. Like she saw something that would be for her, but then she ended up we don't even see her find the presents for her Pokemon, and Ash just can't find shit. Like literally, I gotta say, this was funny. This part was funny. Ash runs into a guy. He's looking for his present. This guy comes in and he's like, hey, dude, you looking for a present for your Pokemon? And he's like, yeah. And then he throws some Macho Brace, a Rocky helmet, a substitute doll, and then I believe it was just like a Lotad doll. I was like, bruh. First of all, he has a competitive it was not an EV training item. He just threw some at Ash, and then a Rocky helmet, which is used competitively too. So I was like, what the heck is this? And Ash can't, nah, he's good. And then he leaves. He can't find anything. He actually doesn't find anything. And they meet up at the station, because that's what Ash said. Now, Serena has her stuff, and Ash, he couldn't find anything and stuff like that. And then they're gonna go to the train, or it's not a train. It's a, damn it. It's a monorail. I think that's what that one's called. I think it's a monorail. And Ash gets a present because he's the millionth customer. And he gets a little box, and then they thank him and they celebrate. They throw some streamers on him and shit. And then they get on the monorail and they're gonna go back. And Serena's like, oh, come on, man, open it. And then he opens it, it's like a ribbon. And he's like, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with this. So he closes it. They get there and he's concerned because he doesn't have anything for his Pokemon. And Serena tells him, "Hey, I'm pretty sure that you can give them whatever, and they'll be happy because it's coming from you." And he's like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "I mean, what would make you happy?" And then he gets a brilliant idea. And I'm like, what the heck is this man going to do? And he like books it. So once again, he leaves Serena behind. So this is the worst date episode I've ever seen in my entire life. Just saying. So he books it to the forest. And Serena goes back to the Pokemon Center with her little bag. And she's going to decorate them. She's going to decorate her presents. And Clement is working over here on his little invention. And Bonnie's taking care of the Pokemon, right? So she's been taking care of them. She's been feeding them. She's been giving them water. She actually brushed everybody. Which actually, I question why she would even like consider brushing Halucha and Fletchner because they're birds and birds don't have fur. They have feathers. You can't really brush feathers. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some way people brush feathers. But not with a brush, like an actual brush. You just grab that stuff is for raking hair and fur, not feathers. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is she decides to make them a present, and she's actually like, cause she was actually kind of upset because she didn't know if she could give them presents because she's not a trainer. And I'm like, yeah, you can do that, and that's fine. Everybody's like excited, so she decides to make a drawing of everybody. Which is nice. I always like when Bonnie has something to do because it's like she feels like she has a spot. Like there's a reason for her to be there. It's not she's not just there. So I like that. I like that they give Bonnie a purpose every episode. There's always something she can do, unless it's like an Ash centered, the gym battle stuff. I'm gonna assume the showcase is gonna be the same thing. But it's nice to see Bonnie have something to do. She's just gonna draw them all together like a happy family. And Ash is in the forest. He's doing some shit, right? Like he's doing stuff. And then Dunsparce shows up out of fucking nowhere, and he's gonna catch it, but he doesn't have any Pokeballs, and Dunsparce just leaves. I don't know why you want a Dunsparce, son, but yeah. Anyways, so he's like, I can't get this surprise about not being able to catch the Dunsparce. I need to get this done. And then the festival's gonna start. The decorations were amazing. Okay, Ramos, dude, you are legit as fuck. Like there was shit, like the trees, the fences, everything was decorated. And it was beautiful. And so then Ash shows up with like a big ass bag. He's like, it took a little longer than expected. Everybody's got their presents. They're gonna go to the tree. And then they all have to put their they meet almost there, and then they have to put all their presents in front of the tree, right? Like they have to like organize. That's pretty organized too. I like it. They got to put their presents there and stuff like that. And Team Rocket shows up, of course. I mean, they were already planning to steal the whatever, anyways. So they go in and they start giant vacuum. Like we don't see Team Rocket, but there's a giant vacuum starts sucking all the stuff. And one of the coolest part about Team Rocket showing up. And as much as I don't like the Froakie line, that was pretty badass. Frogadier actually noticed the vacuum, and then you just see him dash up the tree like freaking Naruto style, and like water pulls the freaking vacuum and knock everyone down. That was bad. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't make me like you as a Pokemon design, but that was pretty cool. So he goes up there and does that, falls down and stuff like that. And then they gotta fight Team Rocket, right? Because they're over here trying to vacuum everybody now. And Pikachu uses Iron Tail to break the vacuum. And they're like, how dare you? And Ash is like, quit while you're ahead. Pumpkinboo gets sent out, Shadow Ball. Frogadier uses Water Pulse. James sends out Inkay, Psybeam. Clement has Bunnelby use Mudshot. Gets the clashes. And then they go in. Fennekin. But by the way, this is still the one thing that bothers me about Serena, and I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon. It's painfully obvious that Fennekin only has one move because it obviously has more than one, but she only ever uses one. That's Flamethrower. That's the only thing. Anytime Fennekin's gonna do any battling, it's always Flamethrower. That's all she ever uses, and it makes me very upset that that's the only thing they're showcasing off of this thing. But anyway, so Flamethrower from Fennekin, Thunderbolt from Pikachu, and Pin Missile from Chespin. And they go in, Team Rocket gets blown away. They pass out the presents back to everybody, make sure that everybody gets their stuff so they can give to their Pokemon. And then Serena gives Pancham and Fennekin their presents. It's a ribbon for Fennekin's head, and then some new sunglasses for Pancham. Now Pancham's trying to act all cool, like he doesn't need no present, but he appreciates the thought kind of thing. Like he wants the gift and he appreciates the fact that she gave it to him, but he still has to act like a badass, so he kind of pretends he doesn't want it. And then oh my gosh, I love Clement's gift. Like Bonnie gave him their drawing too, but Clement, that was so cool. It was a music box, and it had a little Chespin, a little Luxio, and then a little Bumblebee, and it like spin around. And I thought that was the most adorable thing in the world. Not only that, it didn't blow up, which made it even better. And I'm glad that they didn't do that because this was not supposed to be a comedy moment. It was supposed to be a sweet, loving, tender moment between trainer and Pokemon. And I gotta admit, that was honestly one of my favorite gifts out there. It was just awesome. I'm sorry, Serena, but your stuff is I'm just kidding. I don't want to throw hate at Serena. She bought them something she knew they would like. Fennekin loves little cute things on her, and Pancham loves sunglasses. That's why he has them. I just gotta say, I love the fact Clement put the work in here, and it works, and it's awesome. And Ash, he went in with a big ass bag. Like remember, he had his big ass bag. I was like, what the heck does this man do? And he had a bunch of berries, like just a mountain of berries. He's like, I got these for you guys. I worked really hard to find them all. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys can pig out basically. And they all go in and start just eating and eating and eating. Like they're excited. They get the berries. They get some berries. And so everybody's like trading gifts with their Pokemon and stuff like that. It was awesome. It was a very touching moment. And then there's a box left in the thing, and it says it's for Serena. And I'm like, wait a minute, that looks way too big for Ash's gift. And it's not Ash. It's not from Ash. It's actually from her mom. She got her a dress for the showcase. And then, Nurse Joy shows up saying that this was a gift that was sent to them and with specific instructions to give it to you at a special occasion. And then Nurse Joy decided to do it here. And so she goes over, she thanks her mom. And I gotta admit, this was funny. This was actually kind of funny. Because, her mom was like, I figured you needed a dress for your showcase. Now, I know that you never like any of the stuff I picked for you, so I decided to buy a dress I thought was ugly. And I was just like, damn. You and your mom do not, there's no synchronization there. But that's good. I thought that was fun. Maybe that's just, I don't know. It kind of showcases the mom, like it gives her personality and a character, which is something that we rarely have with these side characters' parents. But anyways, that's not the point. Point is, happy ending, awesome episode, and then Ash gives her the ribbon, the thing that he got, from the millionth customer thing. Gives it to her as a thank you for making him realize what he wanted to give his Pokemon. And it was kind of a thank you thing. But I still don't consider it like a loving, kind of gift. I don't know. I don't think this was if this was a date episode, it's the worst one in existence. Like straight up, there was nothing here. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like, comments, favorite, share. Join the Crockxen clan if you like what you see. Check out the other channels check out the other videos on the channel to see if you actually like what you see, and then join the Crockxen clan. Really appreciate my family's growing. Our Crockxen clan is growing every day. But anyways, that's gonna be it. I'm SoresanCrockxen. I'll see you guys in future videos.